What's going on my fantasy basketball fans? Welcome to The Score. I'm Waiver Wire Queen, and today I'm going to give you some early sleepers to help you prepare for your upcoming draft in fantasy basketball. Let's jump right into it. Spencer Dinwiddie will be the starting point guard for the Washington Wizards this season. It's a nice backcourt with him and Bradley Beal. He missed most of last season due to injury. He averaged about 20 points in 2020. I can anticipate him averaging 19, 20 points a game and 5 assists. He's going to be the starter. He got out of BK. Obviously, Russ is gone. So if you are looking for a nice sleeper to consider, Dinwiddie, he's under the radar, underrated, definitely a nice player to consider, especially if you can't get one of the top tier point guards. I expect Lonzo to have a really good season, but if you can't get somebody like Lonzo, Dinwiddie is definitely in the mix because he's going to score the ball for you. If nothing else, he's going to get you some points. Let's talk about the Houston backcourt. Let's talk about Jaylen Green and Kevin Porter Jr. Both of these guys are really, really good sleepers. They're not rated high. They're let me tell you when I tell you, Kevin Porter Jr. is going to take it to the next level this year. He's going to be the starting point guard. They got him listed as a point guard. Super talented. The Cleveland Cavaliers messed up when they just pretty much gave him away to the Houston Rockets, but I'm glad he got out of the Cavs because they're a mess. He averaged 16 points, 6 assists. John Wall is going to be moving on, and got to realize when John Wall was shut down last year due to injury, Kevin Porter Jr. showed the hell out, and you can expect that from this backcourt, okay? And we're going to talk about Jaylen Green in a second, but Kevin Porter Jr. is a player you should be checking for. Okay, hell, I may have him as one of my starters. You know, you got to look at the setup of some of these leagues and how many players that the commissioner wants you to start. But nonetheless, Kevin Porter Jr. is someone I'm checking for. Average 16 points. I want to see that go to 20. Let's go. And he averaged 6 assists. I want to see that go to 8. That's really good, great value. 20 and 8. I can see it happen with Kevin Porter Jr. And let's go on and switch it over to his running mate, Jaylen Green. Damn, can I say it again? The Houston Rockets have solidified their backcourt, okay? Jaylen Green, Rookie of the Year. Why the hell not, okay? This kid is going to average about 18, 19 points. He can score. That's all I got to say. He can score. If you're in a head-to-head league and you're just simply looking for points, he's going to score the ball. I don't see their field goal percentages being that high. So if it's categories and you're looking for field goal percentage, not right now. But Jaylen Green's going to score the ball. So check for him. And again, Rookie of the Year. All right, Malik Beasley, Minnesota Timberwolves guard. He's coming back from injury, suspension. He had a lot going on towards the end of last year, but he was having a really good season. He was averaging 17 points. I could see him averaging between 16 17 again. He's definitely a really good player to add late in the draft because most people are not checking for him. He's underrated, okay? And he's going to pretty much get you about 17 points. So you do the math. Points, you need it. We need it. All right. Trent Jr. just signed a nice contract to stay with the Toronto Raptors. Kyle Lowry has left the building, which means there are shots and there are minutes available for Trent Jr. They traded for him. They want him. They obviously re-signed him and invested money in him. He is going to have a nice year this year. Averaged 15 points. I want to see that go up to 18, and I don't see why he shouldn't be able to average 18, 20 points per game when you consider more shots available, more minutes available. They've invested in you, which means he's going to be seeing the ball. He could shoot. So if you are in a categories-based league, 3-point field goal percentage and scoring, pretty much. All right, let's check for Nickeil Alexander Walker, guard with the Pelicans. Lonzo Ball has left the building. they did not invest heavily in the guard position like they thought they were, and like we all thought. Okay, so he's gonna see a increase in minutes. He averaged 11 points last year. He may even start. We'll have to see. Right now he's projected to be the starter. He's gonna have a nice year. So 11 points, I can see that going up to 13 points. When you have someone like Zion Williamson running the point forward, getting you the ball, check for him to have a really nice season. This is a late player to check for, someone you can add to your bench, because remember, you are not just drafting for starters. You have to fill out your roster and make sure you have a solid bench, because injuries, COVID, load management, which we all love, will come into play, and he will be a nice player late. All right, y'all. Those are a few of my early sleepers for the upcoming fantasy basketball season. Thank you for tuning into The Score. Y'all hit that like button and subscribe to The Score for more. I'm Waiver Wire Queen. Peace.